this is Eunice, and I'm here to show you how I make my antibacterial soap. And the reason I started doing and carrying my antibacterial soap with me all the time, I actually started making it from home, and then I started making it on the go, because a lot of time when you go into these facilities and so forth, they may be out of soap. I've been in facilities where they're out of soap, and then again too, the soap may not be even antibacterial. But of course, it's good to wash your hand in any soap and so forth, but antibacterial is better. Now, also too, I want to talk to you about my non-chemical and non-alcohol air freshener that I also carry around. So two of the things I'm going to have in my purse is my antibacterial soap and my non-chemical, non-alcohol air freshener. Now these things are so simple to make and so forth. And right here I have a gallon of base soap from Brambleberry, which is one of the places I would get my products and stuff from. Okay, and I've already put some of the soaps into the measuring cup here. And you can see I'm using my turkey base because I can stir and suck up the soap and so forth once I add just one or two ingredients to it. Okay, now I'm going to use distilled water here on this. I'm going to use distilled water in the soap here. So I'm going to go ahead and run a tap. And I'm not actually going to put the water in because I've already added the water in, because this is actually the second video that I have done. But anyway, this is like 1/2 cup of distilled water, which is tap water. And for here it's rain soft water, so I don't use distilled water. But anyway, this is it, 1/2 cup of that. And also too, you see this lemon here. This is a 100% lemon juice. And I've already also used the lemon juice, but if I was going to put that in, I would use half of this and so forth into an 8-ounce bottle. Now this bottle here is the bottle that we actually use in the kitchen and in the bathroom, and it has a pump spray, and you just tap it and use your other hand to collect soap and so forth, and use that. So I'm just going to move that out of the way right now because we're not even going to make an 8-ounce bottle. So so I have the 1/2 cup of water, distilled water in here, which I stirred up. I also have the half of lemon in here, and this is simply the antibacterial soap, because the lemon itself cleans, cut bacteria and so forth. Lemon is also used in a lot of our cosmetic products and things like that. So the lemon is what we use. And also too, to soften your hands, you can use grapeseed oil or you can use almond oil, which I did not put in this particular bottle here. Now I will do that, not during this video, but I will do that. Put a few drops of almond oil in here and shake it up. Okay, so here we go. We're going to show you how I'm going to get this here, because this is a small cap here, small opening here, and I'm using a cap lid, because the reason I'm using the cap lid on here is so that when you put it in your purse, it stays still and you don't have to worry about any leakage and so forth. And for the aerosol, the spray, the air freshener, I'm using this kind of pump spray here. And also too, you don't have to worry about using any leakage there. And I'm going to get into the air freshener in just a minute here. But let me show you how I'm going to suck up some of this soap here, this antibacterial soap, and you see how it's climbed up to the here. So what I'm going to do is lean back on this and so forth, and then I'm just going to put it over the lid and then just let it. And I'll do this until the actual bottle is filled up and so forth. And then, because you can see, where it's landing and so forth. So it won't take much to get it filled up. So here I go again. here, lean back, and then just put it over the cap, and you're going to make a little bit of a mess, but not a lot, okay? So just do that until the bottle is filled, and just cap it. I always put like a label on it. I don't have to because I already know what it is, and I just throw it in my purse. And for the air freshener, I don't have to put the label on that either because it has a different cap, and I know which is which. But I do, you know, put a label on it anyway and seal it up and then toss it in the purse. Now, also, too, these bottles here also come in a 2-ounce bottle, so you don't actually have to take, this is a 4-ounce bottle, you don't actually have to take a 4-ounce bottle. Just take a 2-ounce bottle, and also same thing with the air freshener. Now, the air freshener is even simpler to make and so far, because basically what I do with the air freshener is I use cucumber melon oil and so forth, and some people use alcohol to thin it out, so when you spray and so far, it'll come out easy. But you know, you don't have to do that and so forth, and it's still going to come out. Now I use distilled water again and so forth in there, and basically what I do is I put maybe about 10 drops, or depending on what size of the bottle is and so forth, and I put this particular cap on this type of bottle and so forth, and just shake it up, and bam, you have your air freshener and so forth, non-chemical and no alcohol and so forth. And the reason I do this is so when I'm out and about, again, I can use the bacterial soap to clean my hands. When I'm in the stall taking care of my business and so forth, I can use the air freshener to freshen the stall that I'm in and so forth. And I used to use Perel soap, but it dries my hand out, so I stopped using Perel soap and everything. And so basically now I just, you know, carry my own products around and use that. And so I mean, I really love this stuff. I mean, it's really, really good, and it's really been helpful over the years and so far, you know, with all the germs going around. And I'm always going to give you some helpful hints or helpful tips and so far. And, you know, because of so many germs are being passed hand to hand everywhere, they even got now little wipes and so forth when you go into the grocery store so that you can wipe your hand before you use in the car and all this and that. I don't know about all that, but, you know, what I think is just carry some soap around with you and so forth and all the time, because that's all reasons why you want to wash your hands and so forth, and especially air freshener when you want to go into these public restrooms and so forth. So that's the reason why I'm doing it, and it's a good health tip for you to be able to do that. And of course, this gallon of soap here from Brahma Berries lasts and last a long, long, long time. So that's going to save you a lot of dollars and stuff too, for your soap bathroom dispensers, your kitchen soap dispensers, and things like that. And then now for your purse dispenser. Yeah, I call it the purse dispenser, since I have my soap, my air freshener in my purse. So anyway, good tips there. And you can use rosemary, lavender, anything that you want to put into that bottle, and just add some distilled water to it, shake it up, and you got your air freshener. And this is only used for air freshening. It's not used for any bacterial thing and so forth, and that's why you have the bacterial soap. So get into making your own soaps. I'm also going to come out with a video to show you how I make my shea butter soaps and so forth. And these soaps are for medicinal purposes. Now, I have a niece who has eczema really bad, and so this soap usually helps her a whole lot. So good tip, good time, clean hands, safety tips, good health. What can you do? Okay, thanks for watching.